Pete Best, give it up for Pete. I'm going to introduce Pete now the way that our MCs when we're on tour all around the world introduce him. They go, ladies and gentlemen, the man who put the beat in the Beatles, Pete Best!
Thank you. Pete Best, brother.
Yes.
Oh, good job it's family, isn't it? Right. Anyway, before I start revealing the reveal, I'd just like to say it's lovely to see all your faces again after an absence from me of about 2.5 years. So, thank you for coming. Okay. But, the reveal today, it's great, that, isn't it? The reveal today. I'll tell you a little story just to give you a little bit of background information. As you all know, I joined the band in August 1960, a little band called the Beatles. And we went out to Germany in August 1960 and we played the Intra Club. We closed that one down after a month because we were playing too loud. And then we got moved to the Kaiserkeller. And we should have been out there a month. And Bruno Koschmieder, who was the manager of the Kaiserkeller, kept extending the contract. We didn't mind because we were getting booze and beds and women. We were loving it, okay? We were 17, 18-year-olds. And it was another education for us. But what we did talk about between ourselves was that regardless of what was going on in Germany, we wanted to be back home for Christmas. Okay, we'd been away since August. This was now starting to be in the middle of November. So it was like, okay, regardless of whether we get extended again, we're going home for Christmas and then we'll see what happens. So I turned around and went, I'm going to start promoting the Beatles in Liverpool. And I wrote to Neil and turned around and said, keep it under your hat, we're going to be coming home for Christmas, but I want you to do some posters. And I said, just basically tease the public. Don't let them know who the Beatles are, but just turn around and say, they are coming, watch out for them. So he did. We got back a lot quicker than what we anticipated, because when we turned around and told Bruno Koschmieder that we were going to the top 10 club, he turned around and went, you will never work Germany again. To which we went, that was the last thing we ever did. All of a sudden George was sent home for being underage. Pete and Paul get sent home for allegedly trying to burn the Bambino down. We didn't succeed, thank God. And a couple of days after that, John said, to hell with this, I'm going home. The only one who was happy to stay was Stu, because he'd fallen in love with Astrid. The beautiful Astrid Kirche, the mysterious and lovely woman. Anyway, we landed back home. Neil had started making the posters, like I turned around and said. He'd made 2 of each. Hadn't started to put them up in the Casbah yet because we took them all by surprise. And I came back home, saw them, and the complete set was there in duplicate. So I took 1 complete set and I kept that for my scrapbook. And that was 1960, very proud to say. The only complete set of posters promoting the Beatles for the very first time, for the very first gig in Liverpool after the return from Hamburg. And it is, I'm very proud again to say, the only complete set in the whole wide world. Okay? Now I've kept them for 60 odd years. I'm not going to keep them anymore. I'm going to reveal them to you. Right? And I think as I reveal them, you'll see the importance of them. And then afterwards, you can get up close and know what I was talking about. So, the first one, the Beatles are coming. Okay. Here soon the Beatles, right? Another tease. And the final one, you might find it a little bit difficult to see from far off, but I'm certain you'll look at them afterwards. Okay. The Fabulous Beatles, direct from Hamburg, Germany. Now wait for it. Admission price, 1 shilling. In today's money, 5p. Now who wouldn't want to see the Beatles for 5p? I'd even spend 10p. This particular poster, and a lot of people don't realise it, with this being advertised as being direct from Germany, on the 19th of December when Mo gave us that first gig, John, George and Paul were going into the cellar to actually start the set. And they went down, and the kids in the Casbah turned around and went, hang on a minute, they're supposed to be the Beatles. That's John, George and Paul who used to be in the Quarrymen. Aye, what's going on? Next minute, Pete and Chaz Newby, who was standing in for Steve Sutcliffe, who had stayed behind for a little while because of astracasia. And who wouldn't stay behind for astracasia? Again, it was the same thing. Hang on a minute. That's Pete and Chaz from the Blackjacks. Mona? Who are these Beatles? She turned around and said, be patient, be patient. I've heard great things about them. Listen to them play. And we did. And we kicked off, played the first number. At the end of the first number, quiet. And we looked at one another and we went, my God, what's happened? And the next minute, the place erupted, right? We all dashed to the back to see Mona and turned around and said, Mo, they're absolutely fabulous. You got to book them again? She said, I will do, be patient. Beatlemania didn't start at Liverpool Town Hall. It started at the Casbah, and it went on to sweep the world. And that really is the history of these 3 posters. I say that again, the complete set, the only set that still remains in the whole wide world today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and please enjoy.
Yeah, give it up for Pete, folks. Give it up for Pete, our special guest today. We've got a special surprise for Pete today. Sorry about this.
Hi everyone, my name's Simon, and I run a drum show in Coventry, a vintage drum show, Simon John's Vintage Drum Show. Actually get a drum commissioned to commemorate the Beatles going to Hamburg. We got the drum made by Checker Plate Drums. A guy called Steve Punson made the drum. And I must thank Roe because he actually helped with some of the images, which will make sense when you see the drum. Just love to present this to you now because part of the best rock and roll story in the history of the world, and it's just amazing. So.
Oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow.
Enjoy.
That is absolutely fantastic.
You're welcome.
I am totally at a loss for words.
The name badge on that as well, that's from the Zildjian symbol. We cut from that, we've got your signature on that.
Wow. All I can say, guys, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's something which I can't express, I can't put into words. Okay, it's something which I'll treasure.
Good. Well,
So,
you're
thank
welcome.
you for the honour.